Hi everybody, I just want to thank everyone for coming out for the parent meeting today. I'm really sorry that I couldn't be there, but thanks for coming out anyway. So my name is Irvi, I'm the one who started this program. So a little bit about me, I'm going to be a junior at the Harker School. I love volleyball, I play volleyball on the varsity team. I'm part of the yearbook section of our journalism program, so that's a lot of fun, and I also like to play violin. So that's just a little bit about me. So what is OneInMath? OneInMath is a self-paced and independent supervised program for young children. So what does that mean? Basically, young students can come in and learn at their own pace. They work independently but are still supervised and still have the advantages of one-on-one tutoring. And our basic goal is to build a strong foundation in basic arithmetic. And this program is for grades K through 2 and it's a free program. So what OneInMath is not. It's not a substitute for math in school, so it's more like a supplement to math rather than a replacement. We don't cover abstract concepts like time or money or measurement. It's all just basic arithmetic, basic facts, and it's definitely not a homework center, so it's not a place where you can come in and do your homework. So like I said earlier, our goal is to help young students build a strong foundation in basic arithmetic from an early start so they can be more successful in the future. And we do this, and our philosophy, we carry out our goal with 4 pillars. We have technology, tutoring, practice, and commitment, which I'll talk about a little bit later on. So who is it for exactly? It's for students in grades K through 2 who want to strengthen their basic skills, and it's for students who can count up to 100 and read and write numbers up to 100. So some of the reasons that I made this program are because the challenges that occur in a classroom or a home setting. So first of all, in a classroom, students, they learn at different paces, but it's very hard for the teacher to accommodate all the different paces. So each student in a classroom is unable to actually go at the pace that they would normally learn at. This goes hand in hand with the next point, where the teacher cannot possibly teach each kid at their own level, and is required to teach at the same level for all kids in order for the class to move smoothly. Another challenge, let's say if you were homeschooled or you want to learn at home, for self-help books, let's say, they're great, but they require motivation and they require discipline and determination, and they also require guardian involvement, which can sometimes be hard. Similar thing for the internet. The internet is not a structured place. It also requires adult supervision and discipline. So a couple of reasons about why I made this program. This program provides individual teaching for each student, combined with practice sheets that we provide them. It allows for a competition-free environment, which allows each student to learn at their own pace. This program has scalable progress, which means that we can measure how the student progresses over a period of time. And also, it's independent of parent or adult involvement. So basically, everything that the child will do is part of the program, and it involves minimal parent involvement. Also, we can work together with what the student is learning in school currently. If they're having trouble with anything, we can definitely work on that, and things like that. So, onto our approach. Like I said earlier, we have 4 main pillars to our approach. We have technology, tutoring, practice, and commitment. So for technology, we've developed video lectures that allow the student to go home and watch each video related to their the practices that they're doing right now, without the fear of their peers or teachers, and they can kind of go home, watch as many times as they need, be able to have that instruction anywhere they go. This leads to the second point, which is the best of the tutoring or classroom, where we have an expert or a tutor who can help your child learn beyond just the video lectures or beyond just the instructions on the practice sheets, and kind of give that one-on-one attention that you would get in a tutoring session or a classroom. The third one is practice. We believe that for any type of math, arithmetic, you need practice. Practice, practice, practice. So we provide sheets for your child to learn each concept, and we will provide everything that goes with that. What we need from you is commitment. Our approach involves that each student and each parent must commit to the program, commit because they want to be there and they want to get help. and they have to be able to complete all the homework and be actively participating in the program. So let's talk a little bit more about our approach. So the first part of it is technology. So I've created YouTube videos to help with that. Here is an example here of an Adding 9 video. And these videos help each child learn at their own pace. It creates a competition-free environment, and they can play this video as many times as they need or want, and they can watch certain parts of it, they can watch the whole thing, whatever it is they can do. And this definitely helps for allowing the children to learn wherever they need to learn, whether it's at home, in the car, at a birthday party. I mean, whatever it is, they can learn wherever they need to learn, not just at our session. So the next part of it is tutoring. So in this program, you get the best of any tutoring session or a classroom because you have an expert that is there for you, for your children, who can answer any questions. They give you personal attention, and they kind of just there to teach and to clarify concepts beyond what you would learn in the video or any instruction sheets attached to the practice sheets, which there are in some cases. So the next part of it is practice. We have software that develops customized practice sheets for each student. All these practice sheets are arranged into modules, which I'll explain later, and all of these go in a logical progression, and we can develop as many sheets as you need for any concept for your child. And the last part, like I said before, is commitment. We believe that our program will not be successful without commitment just because of the nature of it, and we require that both the parent and the student commit to our program, which includes the following. They have to attend all the sessions, you have to be on time, practice, do your homework, and also ask for help when you need it. That goes for the student. So let's get a little bit more into how it works. So first, when your child comes in, we determine their level in our progression through a diagnostic test. So we give them a diagnostic test, and once we figure out where they are, we give them sheets to start there. So our program is divided into modules or sections, which are broken down into groups of sheets where which we would give your child. So an example is adding 0 to 5, 0 to 5, which means that every packet of sheets within that module will be adding numbers between 0 to 5 to adding numbers between 0 to 5. So like 4 plus 3, 2 plus 1, 5 plus 1, like whatever it is, but both numbers will be between 0 to 5. And of course, it's not just random. We have a progression for it. So each module builds on the previous one, and similarly within each module, each packet builds on the previous packet. And at the end of each module section, we have an evaluation test to make sure that each student has indeed mastered the concept and can move on to the next one and be successful at the next one. So here's a little diagram to show how it works. If you can see my cursor here, the student will attend one session per week, and they will bring their homework sheets with them, which the teacher will review both by checking just the problems, make sure they're done accurately, and by giving them an oral assessment to make sure they have indeed mastered that concept. Once they've done that, the teacher will give them practice sheets. They may give them the same topic because they feel like they haven't fully mastered that concept, or they may move on to the next one if they have mastered that concept and they are ready to move on to the next one. So once the practice sheets are assigned, the tutor works with the child, whether it is to teach them the concept if it's like a new concept, or just to be available for them when they do their practice sheets, kind of walk around, make sure they are doing it correctly. So the student then finishes the practice sheets, does the practice sheets, and gives the practice sheets to the tutor again. The tutor reviews those sheets in the same manner that they did the homework sheets, where they would check the accuracy and the time, and they'd also give them an oral assessment. Then the tutor will assign homework sheets for the student, once again, depending on how they did during class. And the student will then take those sheets home, do them at home, and if there is a video to go along with the practice sheet, we'll send you a link, and you can show your child that video, which is kind of like a substitute for a tutor at home. So that's how our program works. So here's our schedule. So at the Evergreen Library, we're going to start on September 11th, which is next week, and we're going to go until November 13th. That is our first session. And It's on Tuesdays from 4:30 to 5:30, and it will be in the community room at the Evergreen Library, which will be a much bigger place than the place that you are in right now. So I'd like to acknowledge some people. First, I'd like to acknowledge the 2 librarians that made this program possible in the library. That would be Miss Vidya Columbi and Miss Nina Petrova, who have just helped me with place resources. They've helped me promote the program, get people to join, get volunteers. Whatever it is I need, I go to them and they help me with that. So they have been so helpful. I couldn't have done this without them. I would also like to acknowledge Google, who donated their Chromebooks for the program for us to use. So that was also a huge help from them. So thank you for listening to my presentation. Once again, I'm really sorry I couldn't be there. I would like to take this time to introduce Jessica, who will be your lead volunteer at the Evergreen Library for the session. She's helped me tremendously this past summer when I started the Evergreen branch of OneInMath. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask her. She will take those questions now. Also, you can email me if you have any specific questions. My email is urvi@oneinmath.com. That's urvi@oneinmath.com. So once again, thank you for coming out today and taking the time out of your busy schedules to attend the session. And thank you for listening to my presentation. And I will see you all soon. Thank you.